Hi, I'm Denise Porter. I'm just going to introduce myself again for those of you that still aren't quite sure who I am. So, I'm a teacher, an RTT therapist, and I'm an intuitive energy guide. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about energy, okay? But we're going to start with awareness. Now, most of us speak on autopilot. We use little phrases that we think are harmless, like, I'm so tired, or things never work out for me. Or I don't know about you, but have you ever said, I'm just having a senior moment? Or this is just my luck. And some of the things we say are just so automatic. Maybe we've heard others around us say them. Maybe our parents say them all the time, or our friends say them. And we've just gotten into the habit. So today I want to talk to you about that habit because every time we repeat those phrases, our subconscious mind takes them as truth because our subconscious mind literally doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. So your subconscious mind is like that little toddler and it just believes you. And then the crazy part is it starts to find evidence to match those phrases. Your body responds to your words. Your nervous system is always listening. And even the chemicals, the neurotransmitters, everything that's in your body starts to react to the kinds of words you're using. When you're using positive words, you're having oxytocin and you're having serotonin. But then when you start using all those negative words, you start that stress cycle. Your cortisol levels rise, stress hormones come out. So you are literally influencing your neurology. So, what if your words could be little energetic seeds and you're just planting them every day into your life? And what if your garden, the garden you've planted that you're standing in right now, was grown from all of those words that you used to say maybe months from now? So, here's your shift. When you start speaking from what you want to have happen instead about your current reality, everything changes. For example, instead of saying, I'm so overwhelmed, and I know I'm guilty of this, I used to say it all the time. Try, I'm learning to feel supported and spacious. Or instead of, I can't afford that. How many of you have said that? I know I've said that to my kids so often that my kids start repeating things back to me. And you know when your kids start to repeat it back to you that you've said it way too many times because they're really only listening half of the time. So instead of, I can't afford that, I'm aligning with more and more abundance every day. Or insert your own here, but something else so you're changing the energy. Can you feel how different the energy is in that? One kind of tightens your chest and the other one opens your heart. So when you're trying these out, feel them in your body. If your body feels constricted, then it's not a good fit for you. If you feel a little bit of space and maybe expansive, even if it's not something you're used to, you should feel a little bit more expanded. So I want you to take a second right now with me, and I want you to think of a phrase that you say often. And if you're not sure and you have children, ask them. They'll tell you. You could ask a spouse, you could ask a friend. They will tell you what you say all of the time because you might not even be aware of it. But let's rewrite it together. So I want you to say it as if your higher self was speaking. Say it loud. Say it soft. Notice how it feels in your body. This is your new spell. This is you spelling it into existence. Now, here's the fun part. Once you've taken the time to do that, and just stop this for a moment, do it. Do it now. Don't wait. You've planted the seed. Now, I don't know about you, but when we order things from Amazon, we expect them to arrive. In fact, I ordered a remote control because we lost one and couldn't find it, and it had arrived practically before we ordered it. Amazon was so fast. But I don't order it and start worrying about it coming. I just know it's going to get here. But how many times have we ordered things from life and started second guessing it and worrying about it and thinking, is it really going to come? Or am I worthy of having it? Do I deserve this? Well, if this happens, what else is happening in my life? And then suddenly the whole pattern goes. And I know because I've definitely experienced this, and I'm sure you have too. But your job is to not plant the seed and dig it back up to see if it's growing. Because when we dig it back up, we have to start that process all over again. Now, I'll share a personal story. Some of you may have seen this on my post because I posted it the other day. I had this drawing of my dream kitchen, and it was white, it was light, it was full of warmth. And I didn't know how I was going to make it happen. Didn't know where the money was going to come from, didn't have the budget for it, and just kind of stuck it somewhere. And then a few years later, I found it. And I looked around my actual kitchen and I realized it was almost identical. I was standing in the kitchen that was in that drawing, only my actual kitchen was even better. It had been upgraded by the universe. But the reason was I didn't obsess about it. I didn't make a vision board every week about it. And I'm not saying vision boards are bad, they're not. I've done it in the past too. But I simply held that feeling, released the how, because that's not my job, and I allowed the universe to weave the rest. And the universe did. Now that's how we co create. When you hold a vibration, the universe fills in the details, and usually in ways that are even better than you can plan for. You don't have to micromanage your miracles, people. I'm going to say that again. You don't have to micromanage your miracles. I see you out there. All those people that want to take control. I know. I've done it too. I would say patience. Yeah, I don't have that. You just have to match them. Now, I want you to take a moment and I want you to close your eyes. Do it right now. Just close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Just relax. And I want you to think of one thing, just one, that you want to call in right now. Maybe it's a new home. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a new job. Maybe it's just peace or clarity. And I want you to say that one thing softly and let it feel true in your body. Take a moment to notice it. Just call it in. You can explain the details if you like. And I want you to say, okay, universe, I'm calling in this or something even better in divine timing with ease. And take a deep breath. And now, the hard part, the trust. We're just going to trust that you've put it out there. You've called it out. You don't know when it's going to happen because divine timing, it's not controlled by us. You don't know how it's going to happen. Not your job. All you need to do is feel it and release it and let go of that attachment. Your words are just the beginning. And this is the piece that I didn't know or I refuse to get is that your surrender is the key. It's that releasing and the non attachment. When you combine both of those things, when you speak from your soul and then you release it into the universe, you create a flow that the universe can actually move through. And that's what WishCraft, my new masterclass, is all about. It's not wishful thinking, it's energetic articulation. It's learning to speak with power, to use your voice as the wand it was always meant to be. And now, if something about what I've said today lights you up, and if you're ready to join me and start speaking your life into being instead of allowing it to happen to you, then I want you to come join me. Come join me for WishCraft. Speak your reality into being. It's a 1 hour guided experience where we can combine all kinds of cool tools. And you will leave with your own WishCraft script, something you can use every day to anchor in your desires. And it will be October 29th, 6 p.m. EST. If you're not sure you can make it at that time, just make sure to sign up and you will get the replay. I so look forward to getting to know each and every one of you. Have a wonderful day.